Well, hello. Today we're visiting Kings Island here in Mason, Ohio, which is a northeast suburb of Cincinnati. And this is the first video I'll be doing on my S22. I unfortunately lost my S21 Ultra up at Cedar Point a couple months ago at Maverick. And the first thing I'll do here is just knock out the one credit I don't have. That is Woodstock Express. I'm definitely not riding the Great Pumpkin Coaster. I don't have a small child with me. So today's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's see, here we see the Eiffel Tower decorated for the 50th anniversary. Right up there. And the 50th anniversary logo right there. With it, of course, being the 50th anniversary in the park this year. So let's continue on. Here we are at the Woodstock Express, the one credit I've not done here at this park. And I've rode the one at Carowinds. And let's get on and board this one. I just got off of Woodstock Express. Fun little roller coaster. As I've said about family coasters in the past, they're definitely ideal for if you want to take a break from the really intense roller coasters, or if you just want to warm up before getting on the really big ones. And they're also ideal for introducing your kids to roller coasters. Definitely a fun ride. It's Kings Island's Woodstock Express. So we'll move on to what's next. Here we are at the Flying Ace Aerial Chase, which is this park's family Vekoma suspended roller coaster. And you could say this ride's more of a next level up from Woodstock Express and the Great Pumpkin Coaster when it comes to riding more intense, fast roller coasters. And this one is a whole lot of fun, as I've been on before. So let's go for it. I just got off a Flying Ace Aerial Chase. Fun as always. Yeah, a little shaky, but no real big deal. And definitely a lot less restrictive than Kitty Hawk at Carowinds, but still a whole lot of fun. So let's move on to what's next. From light, fun, relaxing family rides to more intense rides. Here we are at Diamondback, this park's B&M Hypercoaster, and definitely the best hypercoaster I've ever ridden, number 2 being Intimidator. Now, I've heard a lot of larger people having trouble with the clamshell restraint, as you see right here, but those are definitely the most comfortable restraints that I've ever used, and I don't have a problem with them myself. So let's board Diamondback. Just got off of Diamondback, awesome as always. You just can't beat the airtime on that roller coaster. You're pretty well experiencing airtime almost the whole ride. It's just insane. Well, time to move on to what's next. Here we are at Mystic Timbers, which is Kings Island's GCI Woody. You could say their version of like Thunderhead at Dollywood. And a lot of people say this is the best wooden roller coaster here at the park, and personally I think it's overrated, but it is definitely that good of a ride, and I can't wait to get on. Just got off of Mystic Timbers. Awesome ride as always. Wild, crazy, fast, bumpy, just awesome all around. And I can see why coaster enthusiasts tend to rank this pretty high on their list, and they consider it the greatest wooden roller coaster here in the park. But it still ain't a certain one that is here in this park, which we'll be seeing here in a little bit. Here we are at the world famous, the one and only Beast. A lot of people may say Mystic Timbers is the best wooden roller coaster here, but the Beast is an icon, and you can't teach that. And I definitely look forward to riding this with the new retracking. So let's go for it. Holy crap, the world's greatest and longest wooden roller coaster just got even better with the new retracking. Just wow, unbelievable. If you're ever Kings Island, you gotta come ride the Beast now, especially with the new tracking. Just wow. Eat your heart out, Mystic Timbers. Beast just whooped your butt. Here we are at the Kings Island's backlot stunt coaster, which you could say is more of an intermediate level roller coaster for the families, since it is pretty fast and pretty intense. Another step, you could say one step up from the Flying Ace Aerial Chase. Time to board this one. Just got off a backlot stunt coaster. Awesome as always. The launch just wow, unbelievable. And I love the special effects towards the end of the ride with the helicopter and the fire, and then where you go into the big dark tunnel. Just loads of fun. And definitely a step up from flying ace aerial chase. Well, let's see what's next. Here we are at Windseeker, which is this park's flying swing or big swing ride. Definitely an ideal ride, these swing rides, if you want to take a break from the real intense rides, just to relax, get a nice view. So let's board this one. Just got off Windseeker. Definitely a fun ride, quite relaxing, being up like 300 feet high while you're swinging in a big circle and getting an amazing view of the park. Just feels so good. Now time to move on to the next roller coaster after getting a break from them. Here we are at the Racer, you could say this park's original roller coaster. And to think it's been here these past 50 years, and it's still an amazing ride. And I remember when it used to go backwards, and I still wish it would go backwards. So let's ride. Just got off the Racer, an oldie but a goodie. Loads of airtime, and with the new GCI track, it's better than ever. Just awesome ride. Definitely got to come to Kings Island, ride all the wooden roller coasters here because they're all awesome. So let's move on to what's next. Here we are at the Area 72 entrance. And here you see the car right here. It's like a news radio car. A satellite dish on top. This, of course, is where Flight of Fear and Orion is located. So let's head on over to these rides. Here we are at the entrance of Flight of Fear, which is Kings Island's indoor premier rides roller coaster. It was the first to use the magnet launch system. And because it's indoors, it's all air conditioned and you can get an escape from the humidity out here. That's what I love about this, and it also goes upside down. So let's board it. Here we are inside of Flight of Fear. And as you see, here's a flying saucer, or UFO. Now, as for the UFO, this was originally known as the Outer Limits ride. And it's really cool, this UFO. And to be honest, even with the Fast Lane Plus, I can't blame anyone for waiting in line for this ride, standing in the air conditioning. So let's keep going. Flight of Fear was a no-go, but that's okay. No big deal. It was worth it getting to stand in that nice, cool, air-conditioned building and escape the heat. And I've ridden Flight of Fear before, and it is a lot of fun. Now they're using a new belt to attach the lap bar. But anyways, on to the next one, which is Orion. Here we are at Orion, Kings Island's newest roller coaster. Well, it was built 2 years ago. It is their B&M Giga Coaster. And though it's not the exact height of the Giga Coaster 287, it has a drop of 300 feet, and it still feels like a Giga Coaster. It's unbelievable. And the last time I went up here to ride this, it was during the pandemic 2020, and I waited in line like 4 hours to ride, and they were operating at half capacity. And now with the Fast Pass, I can just get on it now. So let's go. Well, Orion's closed due to technical difficulties with the ride, but that's okay. We'll come back a little later, see if they're open and rerunning. Still 4 other ones we can still ride here. So let's go. Here we are at Adventure Express, which is Kings Island's Aero Mine train roller coaster. Yet another family roller coaster, and about on the same level as Woodstock Express when it comes to intensity. I call this ride a roller coaster because of the ending. Well, let's ride. I just got off of Adventure Express. Fun as always, your typical Aero Mine train coaster. And the ending is always funny, where you're going up a temple, a big lift hill, but you're back into the station. And that's why I call it a roller coaster. It looks like they got Orion working again, so time to attempt Orion once more. Just got off Orion, definitely the best steel coaster here at Kings Island. The airtime is crazy. Second most intense roller coaster here behind Banshee. Definitely worth every penny coming here and riding Orion. So if you live like in a different time zone, or further south or north, you should come to Kings Island, especially ride Orion and Diamondback and all the awesome coasters here. Now on to the next one, and there's 3 more left. I think the next one's Banshee. Here we are at Banshee, Kings Island's B&M invert, and definitely the most intense coaster in the park in my opinion. This is the one I definitely recommend riding once per trip, and it's also the ghost of the Son of Beast. This is the ride that replaced Son of Beast. It's a whole lot of fun as this one, so time to board it. Banshee's still as intense as ever, holy crap. And this time they didn't staple me in. Now row 4 and 5, they have a red belt, just like the rides like Gatekeeper and Valraven up at Cedar Point, since Banshee uses the B&M vest restraints. Just a heads up for the big boy riders, but still an awesome ride as always. Hard to say which is the best B&M invert I've been on, but this one's awesome in its own right. So now time to move on to the next ride, which is the Bat. Here we are at the Bat, Kings Island's aero suspended roller coaster. Basically a rebirth of the original Bat, you could say, and definitely the best aero suspended coaster I've ever ridden. It was originally known as Top Gun, but now time to board it. And I hear it's been doing pretty good since the accident not too long ago with one of the wheels falling off. So let's go for it. Just got off the Bat, you could call it Son of Bat. Still an awesome ride as always. I love how you go up the lift hill and you can see Great Wolf Lodge from there. And I love how this ride also goes through the woods just like the Beast. How fitting. Beast, Bat. But definitely the best aero suspended coaster I've ever ridden is the Bat. Now time for one more, and I believe that's in Vertigo, which is just right up ahead. Here we are at Vertigo, Kings Island's Vekoma SLC, and it also happens to be a boomerang. I believe this is one of only 4 that's still operating in the US. Originally it was known as Face Off. Now, time to board this one, as this will be the final coaster of the trip. I just got off of Vertigo. Awesome ride as always. What I love about boomerangs is when they go backwards, you don't know what's coming next, and it just throws you for a loop every time. I definitely recommend riding the inverted boomerangs because they're a whole lot more fun than the regular ones, I think, and they're a little more intense. Now I'm going to head to the Eiffel Tower, get a good view from there in the video on top of the Eiffel Tower. Here we see the Eiffel Tower with the 50th anniversary banner on it. Looks almost like a bow on a present. Just decked out in gold, and you see the 50 in the Eiffel Tower, and there's the Eiffel Tower right there. Now, time to climb up and get an awesome view. Here you can see Diamondback and the Beast, the Flying Ace aerial chase right over there, and the rest of the Planet Snoopy area. There's the Woodstock Express right there. Let's see. Oh, there's the Beast right there. I was wrong. That's Mystic Timbers right there by Diamondback. There you can see the Racer, Windseeker, and there's part of Orion. There's Orion's Lift Hill. And there you can see the building that houses Flight of Fear. Oh, whoops, my bad again. There it is. The building that houses Flight of Fear. And here we have Banshee, as you see there. And the Bat all the way in the woods, and there's the Great Wolf Lodge. And there's the old Sky Coaster right there. As far as I know, it's still open. It's the Slingshot ride they closed. There's the drop tower, as you see. Yeah. Right down there is in Vertigo. Right here. It's amazing the view you get looking up here. Well, that's it for this video. Like, post a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. And if you're really thinking about coming to Kings Island, please come. You'll love this place. It's awesome. And also, happy 50th anniversary to Kings Island. And here's to 50 more years. And goodbye.